Time now for our Life and Info segment, where we focus on information that we hope will be useful for your everyday life. Today, we are going to focus on medical tourism here in South Korea. That's because hundreds of thousands of foreign visitors come here every year for medical treatment of various sorts. The number hit a record high last year, with Seoul the most visited destination. I'm happy to say we have our Choi Si-young in the studio to tell us more. So, Si-young, a record number. What kind of numbers are we talking about here?
Well, Mark, last year the number it reached almost 400,000. Now, medical tourism refers to people traveling to a country other than their own to get medical treatment. Now, ever since 2009, when hospitals in South Korea were first allowed to admit foreign patients, the number of international medical tourists flowing in every year has been on the rise. Now, since 2009, almost 3 million foreigners have come here for medical treatment.
So, almost 400,000 by my reckoning. That's an average of around 7,500 people coming here every single week. That's a lot of planes full of people looking for medical treatment. And I hear that they come from all four corners of the world as well.
That's right, Mark. So out of roughly 400,000 visitors that came to South Korea last year, almost a third came from China, followed by the United States, Japan, and Russia. Now, other Asian countries, such as Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and Thailand, were next in line. Now, as you mentioned, unsurprisingly, the majority of these tourists came to Seoul to get medical care. More than 6 out of 10 medical tourists who came to Korea last year chose the capital as their destination. Gangnam is the most visited district in Seoul because it's packed with high-quality hospitals authorized to treat foreign patients.
Yes, and they publicize their services a lot overseas as well. And as I'm sure our viewers in Korea know, that Gangnam really is the mecca for plastic surgery here in the country. So is plastic surgery the main reason why people are coming to South Korea for this medical treatment?
Yes, that is true. They are mostly seeking beauty-related medical treatment, such as plastic surgery or dermatology, skin care. Now, it's true that internal medicine is what most people came for, but this is rather a set of specialized departments combining branches that deal with infectious diseases, respiratory diseases, digestive system, etc.
Okay, so what you're saying is that not everyone is coming to get plastic surgery done. That's a common misconception among some people. There are people coming from less developed parts of the world to get the best treatment they can for a reasonable price here in South Korea. You mentioned that some of these medical tourists actually come as far away as the United States. So what's attracting them to make the 12-hour flight across the Pacific Ocean to come to Korea to get this kind of treatment?
Well, I was asking the very same question to myself, but I think there's no single clear-cut answer to the question. So I want to just share with you what I heard during my chat with a plastic surgeon and his patient. Now, I think this might give you some clues.
These days, we do minimally invasive plastic surgery, which involves newer technologies such as laser therapy or threads. Patients benefit from quicker recovery times and less scarring.
I heard that South Korea is world famous for its high-tech plastic surgery. My closest acquaintances told me the same thing. So rather than seeking plastic surgeons in my own country, I came to South Korea to get the surgery you want.
So to borrow their words, I think South Korea's up-to-date surgical procedures may be one of the charms attracting foreign tourists. Now, of course, the price may also be a factor, but considering tourists are paying for their flight and accommodation, aside from the medical bills, it isn't really that cheap. Why don't you take a listen to what some beauty specialists have to say about South Korea's success?
South Korea is one of only a few countries where highly trained medical specialists are extensively operating on beauty-related procedures.
So South Korea has the latest technology and a great pool of highly trained medical specialists just dedicated to enhancing beauty. whether they may be plastic surgeons or dermatologists. And experts went on to say that people in South Korea are so passionate about beauty regardless of age. So medical specialists here are dealing with more beauty boost procedures than their peers elsewhere in the world. And now that further sharpens their skills.
Okay, well, looking at the video while you're talking, Si-young, not everyone can be as good-looking as you, of course, even with surgery. But some of our viewers might be interested in knowing how they can find about more information about these plastic surgeries and medical centres that are located in the Gangnam area, because that's where the vast concentration are.
In fact, the Gangnam Medical Tour Center, it recommends hospitals. It helps visitors to choose medical centers by different medical departments, from plastic surgery, dermatology, to even neurosurgery. Now, visitors can also get some help to find suitable accommodation. Now, if you cannot make it to the center, that's fine. You can just visit the center's website, which is offered in 6 different languages, and search for recommended hospitals or accommodation by yourself. Now, if you have questions, give them a call or send an email. And if you're really more of a social media lover, just go onto the center's Facebook and Weibo accounts or mobile messenger line listed on the website.
Well, Si-young, thank you very much for your report. It was a pleasure as always, and thanks for putting that together for us.
Thanks for having me, Mark.